Hi, I'm Tom Woodhouse, and I'm bringing you this presentation from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. I'm approaching the end of my Bachelor of Business degree with a major in Management from Massey University, and during my studies I've gained a sound understanding of how to analyse organisations and industries to give them the best chance of remaining competitive into the future. Dubai feels like a world away from New Zealand, but in the industry of design, and more specifically graphic design, the industry we're discussing today, businesses are able to transcend boundaries, and due to advances in technology, boundaries have been removed to the point where graphic design industry is no longer localised, but designers will have to compete with companies from all around the globe. The graphic design industry in New Zealand is a segment of the broader area of design and is described in the 2017 PricewaterhouseCoopers report, tends to look at areas such as digital and non-digital design for all media, including commercial activities such as advertising, communication, publishing and packaging. In the same PwC report, the design industry as a whole in New Zealand is reported to be a $10.1 billion industry, with the discipline of graphic design contributing to 14% of this, landing us with a total of around $1.4 billion, coming a third behind product design and interactive design. This, along with the over 13,000 New Zealanders who work in the graphic design sector alone, it is easy to understand the important contribution that this industry makes to the New Zealand economy. Worldwide, the demand for graphic designers has increased steadily in recent years, and as a result, new designers have entered into the market. An explosion in mobile media has helped sustain demand for skilled designers, and the web component of the graphic design industry is expected to continue its growth trend into the future, although some of this industry growth is expected to be offset by steady reductions in the demand for print media. The graphic design industry faces opportunities and challenges due to the high level of fragmentation in this industry. Fragmentation can be looked in both positive and negative lights. On the one hand, it can allow design firms to cater to specific markets and offer a more personalised approach and service. However, this fragmentation also means that the graphic design firms can struggle with competition from freelance designers, as this is an industry with low barriers to entry and where minimal capital investment is required. I'm now going to discuss technology disruption in the graphic design industry. In an article published in the Journal of Organisational Design, the author discusses the idea that technological innovations can be incremental or disruptive. Incremental innovations are characterised by small improvements to existing products, services and processes, but that disruptive innovations, on the other hand, may create new markets and business models and often may displace market leaders. Technology disruption is a prevalent consideration in the graphic design industry, as it is a main contributor to the increase in freelance competition in the marketplace, which, as the article suggests, has the ability to contribute towards the displacement of more established firms in the sector. Graphic design tools such as Wix, Squarespace and Adobe have made it easier for users with minimal design skills or experience to create fairly professional looking quality work. The challenge for established designers in the design industry is to find ways to add value to the service and improve the total package in a way that the creative ingenuity of the person outweighs the one-click solution of a design tool or program. I'm now going to discuss scenario planning. As it is impossible to tell what the future will look like, it is best to prepare for multiple outcomes. Scenario planning offers a solution for planning for these uncertainties. When deciding which scenario to analyse, it is important to first consider which possible scenarios are going to have the biggest impact on the industry in the future. Scenarios can be one of the four following categories. They can have a low impact on the industry and be predictable. They can have a low impact on the industry but be difficult to predict. They can be predictable and have a high impact on the industry, or they can have a high impact on the industry and be difficult to predict. And it is this area which we should concentrate on in our scenario planning. Some scenarios in this area to consider are the following. There could be changes in the economy, either upturns or downturns. There could be more significant changes to technology, and there could be a change to the workforce. In reality, there are an infinite number of scenarios that could be considered, and this is just an example. But the graphic design industry would be wise to consider a wide number of options and start planning towards those options. Returning to my earlier point, currently the design industry plays a large part in the New Zealand economy, and due to the relatively new methods of communicating ideas, It is an industry that continues to grow. Planning for the future will help ensure the future success and growth of this industry. Thank you.